Previously on Skyrim.
I remember throwing all your stuff off this mountain. I see that you went and got them again. Would be a shame if you had to go and get them again.
You're a silly goose.
Thanks. There they go. Down the mountain.
Oh my god.
What?
That's a literal cliff face.
Would you not believe me when I said throwing it down a mountain?
No, I realized it was. I just didn't realize it was that far.
Yep. Your go live notification makes me laugh, Bailey.
What was my go live notification?
What's up, my ducks?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
What's up, Lydia? You didn't scare me at all just then. Why is there an arrow sticking straight in the floor? I cannot see. Alright, I'm gonna go in here. I still have my face an inch off of my face, just so you know. That's what makes it a little bit more difficult to see. There you are, sir.
The most elegant of instruments, the pinnacle of the bardic art.
Yes, okay. I'm just gonna trust that you're actually gonna do it in a second.
Do you know what quest you're on in Dawnguard? Not Dawnguard. Dragonborn?
No. I'm trying to listen to my guy play his lute, but I can more hear the Skyrim music over it, so it's a little hard to hear it. But I decided if I'm eating, I should just sit at the table, right?
Lydia, what are you doing? Where are you going, Lydia?
Alright, I still have one more slice of pizza, but I don't feel like eating it right now. So I'm gonna set this table tray over here and apparently draw my weapon on accident. There we go. And apparently I don't actually have anything equipped at the moment, so I just have hands. Do I have anything exciting that I would like to put into things? Also, I just realized that I did not put my wrist straps on yet, like a heathen. I know.
I inhaled and spit.
Your gasp was death-defying. Me.
No, I was grabbing a blanket because I'm chilly all of a sudden.
Goat.
No, don't make the goat noise. That gives me bad juju.
Pardon?
Because that's the sound that media encoder does when it fails.
It makes a goat sound?
Yeah.
Why?
Sword and your shield.
I don't know. That's the default sound for failure.
Okay. That's not weird in the slightest.
I don't question it.
I do. Alright, that should be good. I am at 141 of 421. Sounds good. Excuse me, kettle. There we go. Alright, I think that's good. Raya, just so you know, I expect this place to actually be done by the time I get back. Cool. I wanted it to autosave.
What the fuck? How did you get over here?
It's very dark. I don't care for it being so gross on the day in which I'm going to do things.
Then clear storms.
I did. Well, clear skies, but I did it.
Why? What is this woman doing?
There we go. Well, I say there we go, but it's being very slow.
Jennifer, this lady that I'm following through this temple, she's now sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
In the temple.
Hey, look, there's an Aurora Borealis. Nice. It looks so pretty now that it's not all dreary.
Cold.
Also, just so you know, I can only tell that there's a giant-ass planet right there because I cannot see the aurora somehow. Which means that the planet is technically in front of the aurora. Which is more concerning. There's some interesting places that this guy can take me. I am going to take him to Windhelm because I bought him and I need him to not be bored.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Shall do, sir. I don't know, I guess there's a second one.
You'll find Windhelm full of dark elves. The kind from Morrowind, you know. Not that I have anything against...
So many memoirs.
Look! Bakur!
And once again, I do not want it to be gross when I'm trying to go on my excavations. Thank you. Hello.
Move on, friend. I have nothing to sell today.
Okay. I don't know why, but I feel the need to say hello.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
Bolfrida is certainly grading, but she pays well. Thankfully, nobody from the city can see me out here.
What is that? Oh, I see. The top of that looked like a, really weird tent thing. But I also don't think I've come over this far, so I don't think that I've ever discovered this. I guess I have. Hlalu, apparently.
Oh, starting to get too old to work all day. But hopefully Master Halalu will let me slow down a bit.
Master Halalu? Interesting. Alright, over to the boat. Boop, boop, going to the boat. Let's see. Where is the best way to get out of this water? Right? Maybe on the ice? Oh, this ice is not super together. There we go.
I hear a toddler having a giggle fit.
That happens. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Wow.
Why are you just staring at them?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You're looking for work?
I leveled
Got a
up.
sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo.
I mean, I was more saying pardon to this guy who said that the wind is his mistress.
I'll give you a year's worth of pay.
Sounds good.
That's the spirit, right? See you round.
The Uttering Hills Camp. Sounds good. I can do that.
I'm a lot happier out here on the deck than I am wandering around in that ruin of a city.
That happens. Although I would like to just go kill those bandits now, Bailey wants me to finish this.
Yeah.
Sir, you
Then
do realize...
don't ever have to come back.
Sir, that's not... You're just fucking up the metal if you bang it on that. Sir?
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gjallan.
What do you want?
I need passage.
I guess nothing bad happened the last time. Right then. Let's be off.
Let us go.
Northern Maiden,
Gjallan,
ship
if you're
shape
looking to
and
book
ready to go.
passage.
Can you guys
Thought you
not
were
both
alive.
talk at the exact same time? That'd be good. There she is. Apparently Lydia was on top of me. Good to know. Alright, so there's some places I need to go. Let's see, so I need to travel over there with Niluth. I need to go over here and search for treasure. I need to go over here and find a black book. I'm not entirely sure. I do know I have a house over here.
Not all that much to look at.
Oh, that's so sad, babe. I walked into town and Lydia was just like, "So, this is Raven Rock, huh?" And I was about to be like, "You've been here before," and then I'm like, "Oh." I had Serana who wouldn't leave me. You haven't been here. It's a sad day. I don't really think I need to go to that house. I don't think. The Temple of Mirak looks weird.
It does.
The dragon peeking out over this cliff looks really funny. I know that I had a quest for the thing with the thing that I thought that I'd pretty much done back when the thing was a thing, but it wasn't a thing that had been finished. I think it was this one. Yes. Locating the hidden stash of Emberbrand wine in Raven Rock, which is where I am, correct? Yes. Because I know that I had gone into this house, this abandoned building, and found wine. But I found it before I had the quest. I don't want Sujaman or the Flim. Barrel. Excuse me. Well, I don't know what matze is either, but it's still not what I want. Well, I know this is the place that had it, but I don't know how to finish that quest since it's not here anymore. I mean, I assume this was the hidden area since it was in, an abandoned building.
Why did this dead Death Lord just fall out? I don't know.
Because he can?
Well, he fell out of his little tomb area, and he was already dead.
Yeah, that happens.
But the fact that he's a Death Lord is what's confusing me. Usually it's just Draugrs.
It happens. The little Reiklings with which that I am the master of, the leader of. Inns are a great place to pick up rumors. The innkeeper can usually point out some shit. Alright, so I want... I'm not entirely sure what I want, really. Because I said that I wanted to try... this. That's not the button I wanted. Okay, so if I hold down my trigger, it'll do the more powerful attack. Alright, so I need to go this way. I'm not entirely sure where. Ah, I see. There's a little island over this way. Yep, there it is. Alright, is there anything that I can stealthily try to kill with my dagger? Did I actually ever do those ones? Where is it? I don't think I did. Yeah. I guess this one has it on, but I don't have this one. This is bows though. But this one was, 15 times more. I mean, I could do that, I just have not. And I don't have any points at the moment, so. Alright, let's roll on over here.
Skeletons.
Crab. They're not crab, clam. They both start with a C. Hello.
Dear Lord, there were like 6 fucking skeletons just walking by here.
Okay, yeah, they detected me before I could get quite over there, so let's do...
Guys, it's a skeleton, just kill it.
one of these, and one of these, and one of I could do that.
Just get yeeted by a fucking trap?
I wonder if I could summon Dunavir while I'm all the way over here, because I am outside.
You should be able to.
If I was further away from these people, then I would, but I am not, so I shall not. I don't know where those people are going. I'm also not entirely sure where Lydia is, but that's okay. Where are these people going? Bailey? Instead of staying and fighting, these bandits just ran away. They chose to go and fight some horkers instead, I guess. So... there's that.
Don't fight back, and I promise I'll do it.
Looks like that's not doing a whole lot.
Off all the traps.
That does happen. I would like this one. I know it doesn't do a whole lot, but I want that one. And then I want...
Lydia, we don't live in Whiterun right now.
I do this one. Wait, not that. That's just another one of you. Oh, apparently I didn't quite hit you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I clicked the pause button, and then I accidentally clicked out of the pause button, just in time to get smacked. I saw him gearing up for that big attack, but I accidentally quit out of my pause. Whoopsie. If I had actually hit him full on with my freeze, that might have been useful. Or, you know, didn't accidentally start summoning a new flamey lady. That might have been useful. Sorry, it's not like I really went that far. And maybe I'll actually have a Lydia this time, so... maybe. And I can summon Zunavero this time. Slowly but slowly. Alright, so I want... summon Dunavir. I'd like to conjure a flame. I mean, which one did I say was better? I guess the Seeker was technically better. I don't really know what a Seeker attacks with, though. They always seem strange.
I don't know either.
I could do the Flaming Familiar. That is an option, because they just kind of explode. But
they do. Also, I found out why Lydia kept dying for you.
What do you mean?
Stop doing Storm Call.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I don't remember her dying. I remember her getting attacked by the lightning, though, and I did.
No, she died once to it.
Oh, did she?
And you reloaded.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the skies don't care if she's friend or foe.
And she always yells at you for it. Like it's your, like you're doing it on purpose.
Like I told the skies to specifically target her, yeah. Sandabolto.
There is something more. You guys just need to...
Hello, sir.
Now let me fulfill mine. Feel the last word of soul tearing within yourself. Zol, the unlife that results when a soul is imprisoned in dead flesh.
Let's see. Zombie. That is a very interesting shout, I must say. So, Bailey.
Where did that dragger disappear to? He's just right here. Where did he go?
Apparently, the way that Dunavir's shout works is that it takes a person that died and shoves a soul into it.
Huh.
Apparently. Did I need to, I do. Essence Tear Zombie. I need to unlock.
Lydia, put on your goddamn armor.
Oh goodness, apparently this does a lot, uses a lot. And once again, he's running off that direction like a fucking weirdo. Alright, so let me change this. I don't know if I'll...
Just shut the fuck up!
I don't know how long it's gonna take before I can even use a shout again, but... I can't conjure anything because I have a person out already. Let me just go ahead and use a potion. I don't need ultimate, but I could use that one. I don't think that my sparks don't quite go that far. No, I'm not quite far enough. I don't know. What is that creature? It's a weird looking creature, I must say. No, can't quite reach him again. Well, let me come over here.
Your armor will look good.
Did my dragon ever come over here? Was it just her? I thought there was another person. Carrot. Dance at fire.
Do I have Cyclone as one of my shouts?
Probably not.
I don't.
I'll take these. Perfect. It doesn't look like there's anything exciting in here. No. That's an oyster. And then there is a chest over here, and there should still be a guy over there who ran away as the first sign of danger. Cool. Water breathing plus 100% armor while wearing the complete set of Death Brand armor. That sounds really, really useful, I must say. So I will look into that. Oh, you are what I was seeing. The lurker. Ow. Can you actually get hit?
For White Run!
For White Run? Okay. This is not Let me change to... Yeah, I figured fire might do a little bit more. Doesn't seem like it's really doing a whole lot. Goodness gravy.
Oh god, I just noticed the giant gaping mouths on the Seekers. Those are creepy.
There's a giant gaping mouth on a Seeker?
Yeah, on their chest they have a hole and it looks like 3 mouths all like embedded in each other. It's creepy.
Let me I will look once this battle is over. I'm missing a lot. Ow. How dare this cultist? Ow, can these cultists not be so painful? I really need my shout to be available again. I know cultists are pieces of shit. And the moon is out, so this will be fun.
We shall clear the way to the coming of the true Dragonborn.
This Sentinel's breakdancing, Bailey! Ah!
Can't wait to see it!
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Lydia, what are you doing over there? That was funny. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Bows do 35% more damage. I don't need that. I mean, I could use it, but I don't need that. I'm curious what that is. But I need to investigate all the people that are over here first. Excuse me, I have rolled past you. You and all your cultist shit. What was my, shirt? 80 and does magic 35% faster. Yours is 0, so I will not even. I got him right in the nog. Alright, so now I still need to find the guy because he ran away like a little bitch. Looks like his arrow is this way. Ah, there he is. You didn't last very long against that, now did you? Ooh. I would like to, Okay. Okay, can do. Okay. I'd like to read. How long is this? Oh, this is so long. I don't really want to read one that's so long. I'll read like the first page.
Read it.
It's like, I want to look at the first page, okay? Calm down. I'm allowed to do what I want. Bailey over here trying to tell me how to live my life.
I'm the one that has to edit it.
And just leave it in. It's fine. People can get over it. They watched Sherlock. Which is a reading simulator, basically. So, they can deal. Or, if they don't like it, they can arrow keys their way through it.
So much work.
No, it's not. Alright, so... Whoop. Excuse me, table. Didn't mean to kick you there. So Hafnir Deathbrand was dying, okay? The ship's quartermaster was unthinkable. His grandfather had served under... I don't know how to read that. Is that an H? Hafnir, I guess? Same's up there. An Ion 60 years before even, and then he was the legend among the pirates of the north, the king of ghosts, they called him. What? I just wanted to learn a little bit.
No, I'm all... What? I put my blanket all over me, and now I'm nice and warm.
Oh, okay. That sounded like an exasperated sigh of annoyance, not of content.
I was...
He extended his hand in Dragon's name. I placed the curse upon my armor and my swords. See, it might be good for me to know. The ship and all it carries until the day when one of you can best me in combat. You shall have not a single coin. He looked up at them. Be grateful I have left you with your lives. Garuk and Thalin shared a single glance. Had anyone else seen such a thing, there would have been mutiny. 100 treasure mad pirates against one old man. This was Hafnir. The crew was silent. Hafnir threw the map at Garuk's feet. Garuk, take the longboat and bury my armor in the places I have marked. Thalin, we sail to my tomb where you shall leave me with my gold. Then burn your ships and do as you will. I am the captain and no more.
Dragon here.
And with that, he turned and stalked back to his quarters. At daybreak, Garuk took his leave and set out to the longboat with 3 of his men. They landed on the shoal. Okay, that's not what I was expecting that word to be. To the north of Fulheim, and the place Hafnir had marked made camp and began to dig. But already great stirred in Garuk's heart. Time and time again, he glanced at the iron-bound chest they had brought with them. The old man was gone, perhaps already dead. His orders foolish. That night, Garuk pried open the chest and drew out the helm within. The stone brim shimmered in the moonlight. It was time for a new king of ghosts to rise. He placed the helmet on his head and screamed. It is said that you can hear the screaming still on moonlit nights on rocky shoal off to the northern coast of Fulheim. Postscript: this story is one of the last of the Hafnir saga, the tale surrounding the life and adventures of the legendary pirate king Hafnir Deathbrand. How much of it is actually true, if any of it, I leave to the reader's discretion. House of Reader and Scribe. Interesting. So the question is, if I put on the helmet, will I hear the screaming of the damned? Certainly is a weird-looking helmet, I must say, this one. These
my God,
do
there's
look
so
fun,
many
though.
things
I like
around
it.
us, Lydia.
Oh, Lydia. And now
There's
you're
like
naked.
8 Draugr that we had to take care of first, and now there's a dragon and a frost troll.
Sounds about right. Alright, so I think that was everything from over here. Let me look at... Use the treasure map to find the treasure. Yes, well, I would like to go and look at that, then. Books. I would like to look at... Where is... Is it just going to show me on the map, then? I don't see the map. Oh, maybe it's under... Miscellaneous. I don't know. Is it on the map? Bailey, where did my map go?
I don't know. I'm being attacked.
That does happen. Well, that certainly doesn't help me if my map is gone. I mean, I technically clicked use instead of take, but when you use a map, it's typically going to open it, not get rid of it. So I'm a little confused. Let me run over this direction. Look at the dead cultists. See what's over here. Not a lot. Just cliff face? Yeah, just cliffs. Okay, I wanted to see what this weird construction is over here. Whee! Oh, I don't like how dark this ocean is. Ooh, that's kind of freaky. Freaky deaky. Hello, volcano.
I'm not a big fan of the look of this dragon, but it's okay.
Is he ugly?
It's a serpentine dragon, so yeah, it's ugly.
First off, this texture isn't loading. But it seems to be a Reichling settlement, and as long as they realize that I am, in fact, their leader, it should be okay.
They don't.
I got to. I cannot shoot you through that.
Lydia, where are you? Come here.
Why?
Lydia. I don't even know where she went.
Ew. I'd rather that not go into my eye, please. That'd be great. Can we throw the spears, or is it...
Yeah, I think you can. Lydia, what are you doing over here? I would if you would help me.
Oh, well.
Oh, Jesus, it just landed right on me. I just got dragon crotch to the face.
Sounds good.
Oh, he's coming for my ass.
Well, he's pretty much already there, so...
He literally
another
landed on my
statue.
face.
I mean, I'd imagine they like to do that. Is there anything up there? Does not seem like it, so I will not take the time.
I missed. Dragon dead! Yay!
Do-do-do, do-do-do. The dragon is dead. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
And of course, Mirak is stealing the soul.
Well, that would make sense, though.
Fucking rude bastard.
I'm not entirely sure where this wants me to go. Ah, cool, it went. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And, if you would, be so kind as to give me...
I'm trying to catch up to where you are.
Bailey, this sack of money is embedded in the floor, and I cannot grab it.
That sucks.
I mean, it's probably only like 24 coins or some shit, because, you know. But... Okay, well, I have found a random Reichling outpost all the way over here. I don't know why it was over here, but it existed. I will go over... Well, actually... I will place a marker. Because since there's apparently some buried treasure around... I mean, I'm not entirely sure if I need to go up this cliff or not, which I'm not going to be able to do. Because it's a cliff. That looks so creepy. I don't like these waters. They're nasty.
And I don't like lurkers, but I have to stare at one.
Oh yeah, I was totally going to look at my, my seeker.
Your seeker?
Yeah. To see what you were referring to.
It's on its belly in front of it.
I never really looked at that as a mouth. I just looked at that as, like, weird stomach. But, I mean, if you look at it without, like, all the arms and the actual face, it kind of looks like a weird sea creature. And that's, like, the, you know, like a weird, stingray type of thing. You flip it over and it's just that.
That's not what a stingray has on the bottom of it.
My lord, I forgot that Solstheim has random patches of very aggressive water.